Hello and welcome back. My name is Jodie McDowell. I'm a psychic energy worker and a witch in no particular order. So today I wanted to talk about one of the reasons that I first got started in witchcraft and really lean into it. I have bipolar disorder, and keeping things really in balance on an even keel, stable routine is really important in maintaining my overall stability in life. And having a meditation practice and the ability to go into spell work and make a cup of chamomile lavender tea to calm my nerves down, or sit down and do some sigil magic, things that calm me and bring me back down into center, are so important. And I've got some big changes coming up in my life. I've got another channel started. It's called At Home with Jodie McDowell, if you're interested. And it's all about me as a homemaker and what's going on in my life. A more personal look at me and also my magical practice, because it's a slightly different take. I got excited and I let my sleep pattern get off, and I just kind of let myself spiral a bit, and I found myself overwhelmed, over emotional, being vulnerable, and needy and crying. And none of those things are inherently bad. I'm not someone who cries. I'm not someone who's overly sensitive. And it's time for me to come back to center and ground. And so what am I doing? I'm sitting out in my little front patio where I'm surrounded by my fuchsia bushes, and my puppies are out here, my tomato plants. And this is my magical fairy garden. I didn't know when I planted the fuchsias out here, when I bought them and then ultimately repotted them multiple times and planted them, that fuchsia is good for grief work. And when I moved into this home, I was transitioning out of a time of major grief. And what did I do? I created a yard that's full of them so I can come out and literally climb inside the bushes in my little chair out here and be comfortable and safe. And the feelings coming up for me are around infertility and miscarriages, having horrific ectopic pregnancies, and the grief of not having children in my life as we transition, my husband and I transition into potentially bringing children in. It's something that we're striving to do. And it's a lot of feelings. It's joy and excitement, but there's always that feeling of loss underneath it. And I thought I'd go ahead and be vulnerable and share that my magical practice brings me back into center so that I can focus and get the next thing done. And doing something as simple as sitting out here in the late afternoon sun in the midst of my flowers with my shoes off and my feet in the grass, grounding, is part of that. And not everything has to be big, epic moves, huge shifts, formal casting spells with all of the pomp and circumstance and the ceremony around it. And when I come home, I have some errands to run. When I come home, I'm going to light a candle that's going to have intention for healing my heart and um, protection and um, stability, a reminder to keep myself in balance and keep doing the things that'll make it possible for me to be successful as a parent. And because if I let myself get out of whack and my emotions get the better of me, that's not going to be possible. So remembering to do just what I'm doing right now. And I want to thank those of you who've sat through this and allowed me to be vulnerable. I hope that comments will be kind, supportive, and non-judgmental. I tend to share openly about my mental health because I'm an example of the right things to do most of the time. How to stay stable and what it looks like when you work to stay together and drop some of the stigma. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope that you'll like, subscribe, take a peek at my other channel over there if you're interested at Home with Jodie McDowell. And I'll see you next time. And blessed be. Put your feet in the toes and put your feet in the toes. Put your feet in the grass and breathe for a moment. Namaste.